Welcome back to Cryptos Are Us. I'm George. We're all George. So tonight, Bitcoin pumps to $57,000. $57,000. What did I tell you guys this morning? I said this week, I have a feeling it's going to be good. And our next stop is in the 57,000 range. So, that's 2 for 2. Well, the second part we haven't hit yet, but pretty soon. Let's talk about what's going on today. Why did Bitcoin go up? Why does it seem like it's not going to stop? And why we may hit a new all-time high even before halving event. We are moving at a record pace, guys. And I've been talking about this for a long time. And I'm going to keep talking about it because it's happening. So let's do it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know who else I'm welcoming? Mr. Walker here. This is a small, tiny little bottle, but still, I got to finish this before I bust out some more expensive stuff. So Mr. Walker Blue joins me tonight. But before I get to that, let's talk about what happened today, what transpired today. Whoa, we got 50 gifted memberships from Hajami. Hopefully I said that right. Everyone will get free stuff today, okay? If you tuned in tonight, you go get some free stuff. I'm going to figure it out. I'll probably give some Master of Cock NFTs today too. Anyways, you could see, yeah, we basically just started shooting up, okay, from 51,000 all the way to 56.2. We did break 57. We went as high as 57.2. And this morning I drew out this other line. I'm like, and this was before, like, you know, before we even broke out. I'm like, yeah, the next stop is probably going to be about 57.8. We'll probably consolidate there. You know, we haven't quite got there yet. But the way tonight is going, I would not be surprised, man. The chat is flying right now. The chat is flying right now. I don't even think the view counter is correct. The way the chat is moving right now, that's crazy. Anyways, yeah, so we might be hitting 57.8. And if we do hit that, I think we'll probably consolidate there a little bit. But if not, we're going to be at 60,000 tomorrow. And then, you know, who knows what's going to happen after 60,000, because we haven't been up here very long, guys. In 2021, after breaking 50,000, we just went straight up to 60,000, 69,000 in no time. Okay, that's reality. So we may be doing that again. Things are just moving so quick. I've been talking about supply shock for so long now, for the past, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, ever since the ETFs came out. I don't think anyone else talks about it because everyone else is trying to draw their lines. And there's still a lot of TA guys that are still bearish. I mean, at what point do you stop being bearish and you realize you made a mistake and it's time to be bullish? I don't know, but there's still a lot of guys out there that are still like thinking that Bitcoin's going to crash to a new low or go to 30,000. I just don't get it at this point, okay? The ETFs are making a huge difference. Supply shock can't be ignored. Look at this article from just a few hours ago. Obviously, this is outdated, saying that Bitcoin ripping through 54,000, right, for the first time since 2021. Obviously, outdated already. Think about it. We're getting back to the peak of 2021 levels, guys. And this is even before the halving event. We're not even there yet. We still have like 60 days left before the halving event. And that's when the morale is supposed to start. Not now. That's why we're moving at a record pace. And I'm going to show you why, or how far advanced we are, versus previous cycles. So obviously, we're moving very quick. This morning I covered MicroStrategy, added about 3,000 more Bitcoin because Michael Saylor, the new Bitcoin Jesus, thinks that he does not have enough, right? He doesn't want to lose the race. So he accumulated 3,000 more. What does that give him? 193,000 Bitcoin, over $10 billion, close to $11 billion. And that's like $5 billion profit. whatever it is, it's a lot, okay? So he's sitting pretty, but everyone else is sitting pretty too. Even Tesla has a $500 million, even though they sold off most of it. I bet they're regretting, Elon's probably regretting, they had $2 billion or $3 billion worth, right? See, when it comes to Bitcoin, the longer you hold it, the more you make. That's usually how it works. That's just how it works. There's no easier way to make money with Bitcoin other than to HODL and DCA. That's it. That's all you need to do. You don't need to trade. You don't have to worry about anything. You just HODL and DCA long term. You're going to make a lot of money. It's just that simple. Sometimes you just have to stretch out your timeline. Maybe there will be a year or two of crypto winter. But then after that, you have 2 fantastic parabolic bull years that completely wipes away your memories of the crypto winter and makes it all worth it. Right? Like right now. Do any of you guys remember 16,000 Bitcoin? No, right? Does anyone remember how long we were below 20,000? No, right? It's just, yeah, that's just how things are. So what's causing the supply shock? The ETFs. I've been saying it. I've been saying it for 3 weeks. You can't ignore the ETFs. There are still some that say, well, no, ETFs doesn't do anything. We're just moving according to plan. How could you say that when the ETFs are adding 500, 600, 700,000 Bitcoin? No, 700 million Bitcoin per day. There's no infinite amount of Bitcoin. There's only a set supply, and there's only so many circulating. And when you have so much being sucked into the ETF, how could you not assume it doesn't cause a supply shock? It does. I've been saying for weeks, and there are still some people that think the ETFs don't have no effect. Well, obviously they're wrong. Today, look at the ETF volume, absolutely huge, the second largest in history. It's a short history, but yes, besides the first day, it's a monster day. And tomorrow, when we get the numbers for today, I'm willing to bet BlackRock bought a ton, okay? They have 130,000 Bitcoins already. They will get more. They will get more. They will not stop. And I'm not drunk yet. I didn't even drink yet. I'm just excited. I'm just really excited. Crypto Creme, $150 super chat. That's crazy. Big cock-filled day. Cheers to my Buffalo culture boys, Dylan and Colton. Let's drink down our Blue Label with our big old bags of cock to chase. Cheers. Cheers to you. So tomorrow we'll get official numbers, but what we do know is this. Grayscale, they stopped selling. So today the outflow was only 22 million. Look at what we have withstood from January 11th to February 26th. Look at the billions that Grayscale sold. Billions upon billions upon billions. And yet, Bitcoin continues to make new highs. What does that tell you? There are a lot more buyers than sellers, right? That's the bottom line. Despite billions being sold, billions upon billions upon billions, within such a short amount of time too. If this happened in 2023 or 2022, we would see Bitcoin down by like 30,000 points, okay? That's exactly what happened going down from our peak of 2021. In 2022, 2023, we saw billions being sold, and that's why we went from 69,000 all the way down to 16,000, right? But now we have billions being sold, yet Bitcoin is trending up. So put 2 and 2 together. What does that mean? The buy volume, the demand is absolutely monstrous at this point. That's what it means. It could soak up all of this. This is nothing. This is nothing, right? So we do have one official number, Fidelity. Fidelity bought 243 million today alone. That's one fund. 243 million. What's BlackRock? 400 million? What's ARK? 100 million, right? Today could be like a 600, $700 million inflow day. Eric, $100. And a lot of new members, Jenny, and I saw a few others, a lot of people joining. Thank you. Stoned Out says, damn, I'm glad I DCA'd this whole time. If you listened, you DCA'd, you're up a lot. You've made a lot of money, and there will be more to be made. Okay, this is not going to stop, guys. This is not going to stop. Now, something else that's helping today is the massive amount of shorts being liquidated. We definitely have a lot of short squeezes. I've always said, don't bet against Bitcoin. If you want to lose money really, really fast, the surest way to do so is to short Bitcoin. So I don't get why anyone still shorts Bitcoin, but those that did got absolutely wrecked today, and it continues forward. So this is actually wrong. We're already over 200 million of shorts liquidated, and it's only going to continue tonight. That also has been helping, which is why we did this today. We haven't seen a day like this for a long time. The funny thing is, according to TradingView, this is just like a 3% day. When it gets really exciting, Bitcoin will have 10% days, 15% days, 20% days. Yes, I've seen 20% plus days for Bitcoin. That's when you're making so much money, you think you're dreaming, right? What I always say is, when you make too much money, it makes you feel dirty, like you did something wrong, like this shouldn't be. There's no way you could make so much magical internet money, right? Those days are coming. Today kind of felt like that for me. I don't know about you guys, but those dirty days are going to be coming. And if you haven't experienced it before, you make sure you have some soap, because you're going to want to wash yourself plenty, because you're going to be feeling like that all the time, right? That's what happens in a parabolic bull run. Your portfolio starts just multiplying every single day. You still have a lot. You have a lot of these hot wallets, right? That are pulling Bitcoin out. Why? Because they just bought a boatload. Here's one that's 50 million. Whales are buying left and right. I've said that before. Here's a heat map that's showing who's accumulating right now. Blue is accumulation. Okay, red is selling. White is just nothing. Retail, what did I say about retail? I made a big deal over the last couple weeks that the higher the price gets for Bitcoin, the more the retail gets turned off by it. Okay, right? It's going to become a hindrance, a nuisance, a deterrent, because retail people that are coming in, they're like, well, Bitcoin's at 57,000. I'm not going to be buying any. I don't care if I could buy 0.1 Bitcoin for $5,700 or 0.01 Bitcoin at $570, because that's not appealing to me. I want whole numbers, right? It's starting to happen already. Look at it. The bottom side, which shows the retail investors holding under 10 Bitcoin and under 1 Bitcoin, it's turning white. They're not buying anymore. It's getting too expensive. But guess who is buying? All the massive whales, the wallets that have over 100 Bitcoin, over 1,000 Bitcoin, over 10,000 Bitcoin, they continue to load up. This was my fear. I told you guys that. I don't want to see all the funds, even though, yes, I cover the funds, the ETFs buying hundreds of millions per day. That's great short term. Long term, it's horrible. It's going to drive out retail investors and just make the ultra rich, the institutions, even richer, right? But there's still time. There's still a chance to accumulate. This may be the last cycle to do so, though, because after Bitcoin hits six figures, we're at 150, 200, 250,000. You know, even if you buy fractional Bitcoin, it's going to be hard to add up to one. To get to that magical one mark becomes almost impossible for most people on the planet. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. I've said Bitcoin is moving at a record pace. Man, we got 8,000 people tuned in today. 8,000. That's not a record. I had more than that, but it's up there. That's kind of crazy. And I haven't even started drinking yet. So if you look at this, okay, basically I've shown this before, but this is kind of similar. We have broken through this Fibonacci level 0.618, which is significant because at no time in any previous history or any previous cycles, we have seen Bitcoin breach that and hold above it before having an event, right? And this is also showing that, yeah, we're about to break into all-time high so quickly, even before the halving event. So what does that mean afterwards? We're coming up so quick, so quick. I said before, the ETFs are amplifiers. They're amplifying the effect right now. We're recovering so quickly, way quicker than previous cycles. So what does that mean once we actually really start moving and the FOMO really starts hitting? Right now, I think there is some FOMO. I think some institutions, I think Asia started FOMO because this rally has been led by North America, but I think Asia is starting to FOMO, and when they FOMO and retail starts FOMOing and everyone else starts FOMOing, that's when things will get crazy, right? And we haven't even started that yet. I think we just a little bit, but not really, right? And here's another thing. In case you're wondering, how far are we along in this parabolic bull run? We didn't even start. We didn't even start. Look at where 2017 ended and look at where 2021 ended, a little bit premature, but look at where we are now. We're nowhere close to the top. 2025 is supposed to be the top year. We're only in February of 2024. We didn't even hit the halving event. Normally, we don't see this type of movement until after the halving event and sometimes even months afterwards. In 2021, we didn't see any movement until like August or September. And so that was like 3 or 4 months after the halving event. Right now, we're starting to move even before. It's kind of crazy to think about. We may have a new all-time high by the time we hit the halving event in April. That would be outrageous, at least according to previous cycles. But this cycle is different. We know it's different. This is the optimal year. The more I think about it, the more I realize that the ETFs were chosen this year because they're smart. They could have approved it in 2023, but that would be pointless, right? Because we're still in crypto winter. Posting it in 2024 is the best time to do it, right before the halving event, right before things get parabolic, right? So these guys know what they're doing. They're no fools, although sometimes they seem like they're fools, but they know it. They planned this already. And then guess what else is in store? The Fed rate cuts are coming. That is also planned. That's going to come this summer after the halving event. So you have an amplifying effect like every few months. And then after that, guess what? We're probably going to get spot Ethereum ETFs and have another amplifying effect, right? And that carries into later this year when we have a presidential election, another amplifying effect. Think about how many amplifying effects there are, right? It's going to be nuts. Nuts to butts. All right. I think that's about it. Overall, market cap is going up. We're up 7.4%. Bitcoin is leading away, even though you have Ethereum doing well, about 3,200. Solana up 8% today. Cardano up 8% today. You got a lot of movers. Very little outperformed Bitcoin. Stacks did, however. I told you guys about Stacks. The higher Bitcoin goes, the more higher Stacks goes. The two are aligned. Anything that's like Bitcoin related, they're all skyrocketing today. But everything else is going up, not outperforming Bitcoin though. Bitcoin dominance has gone up quite a lot. Sometimes this happens. Sometimes this happens. And volume is increasing. Someone mentioned in live chat, you know, I normally don't look at volume, but look at that volume. Look at that volume, right? That's not accidental. That's not like, oh, you know, something triggered and then, you know, it just went up. No, we have massive amount of buying going on right now. That's huge amount of volume. And then it slowed down a little bit and then you got some more, right? Where did that come from? Possibly Asia, because Asia is now FOMOing, right? Where is this volume coming from? Someone big is buying by the boatloads. That's what's happening. OTC market is going to dry up eventually. There's just not enough to go around. It's a simple concept. It really is. All right. Let's do some Q&A. And I got to get a little blue label on me. I just poured like half of this bottle into my glass here. So, cheers. Yeah, you know, Arab nations, the Middle East, Max Kaiser did say that. He said there was like hundreds of billions that were going to flow in. This could be that too. Man, Blue Label just goes down so smooth. So smooth. I hope I didn't miss any urgent super chats. I think they're all pretty good. Shady Luke says, crazy to see coins in your profile jump one, another in profit daily, pre-halving. Again, pre-halving, that's nuts. Anonymous Benefactor, it was a big super chat. Heard a lot of good things about NovaDAO. Dogecoin creator involved. Can you take a look? I don't know if Dogecoin creator really means anything because they both sold off their Dogecoin. And to be honest, I'm not a big fan of DAOs. Yeah, I'm not gonna look at that. I'm sorry, man. It's way too small. That looks almost like a meme. It's probably not, but you know what? Let's do some giveaways here. Since it's such an exciting day. Open sea here. Let's give away some massive cock NFTs. A lot of you guys bought it. I really appreciate it. Let's give 10 of these away. All right, just throw your Avalanche address in here. The first 10 will get it. I'll have my my team write down the Avalanche addresses. I don't see any addresses. Are they filtered out or something? Just input your address. There we go. I think it's filtered out for everyone. Otherwise, I would see like 100 addresses already. I guess it's filtered out. All right, well, you'll have to do it after the stream and put in the comments, all right? Because right now it's all filtered out. I can't see any of it. So maybe that's a bad idea. I'll figure out something. Let's get to 700K subs tonight. I hope so. Theta is going insane, bullish. You know what? I was going to talk about Theta, but I decided not to. I'll probably bring it up tomorrow. Tony B says, okay, so going forward in a future bull cycle, retail will be priced out of Bitcoin, but something like Sol will become the next BTC, or is this really the last big cycle, your thoughts? No, you know what? There will always be alts, Tony. There will always be alts that people FOMO into. Once Bitcoin becomes 100, 150,000, you know what? People will still be in crypto, but they'll be looking at something else. Man, the super chats. Really appreciate you guys. I actually want to give some away, but like somehow wallet addresses have been filtered out. Armand gave me $100. Says, I'm up more than 60K in my overall portfolio solely because of you. Thank you. Thank you. And you know what? You did all the hard work. You DCA'd through the winter. You know, you believed. And now you're up, man. Congratulations. Congratulations. That's a lot. What does BTC need to be for you to get a Pappy Van Winkle? How much is it? Last time I looked it up, it wasn't that much, but is it like $10,000 bottle? If Bitcoin hits 60,000, I will go buy the most expensive bottle I can find. I'll go buy a $10,000 bottle. I don't know if I'll drink it in front of you guys, but I will do that. White Knight Prod. Now I've become a god, whole coiner among men. Congratulations. My endless days of stress and toil be returned to me in infinite spoils. And are you like a writer? And though I gained the ultimate plunder, alas, my heart, she wants another. Well, thank you for sharing that poem, that lovely poem. You should make that into NFT. Check your DCA wallet. You know what? I'll do so. I'm just curious. Isn't that that's not tonight. That's tomorrow. All time up 64%. 64%. It's not too bad. Not too bad. All I did was buy and hodl. That's it. DCA and hodl. No TA, no guessing. Just pick the winners, and it's up 64%. And this has been ongoing for how many years? 2 years now. 3 years. Almost 3 years. And I think this will be in like 200,000 by the end of this cycle. You know, that seems like silly, but I think this could hit like 200,000 by the end of this cycle. Man, Bitcoin continues to go. 56.5. It's just going to keep on going. Tonight, we might even hit this 57.8. You know, in my Discord today, you know, I was talking to everyone that's so excited. Like, you know, I don't think we're going to go that high today, you know. And I'm glad to be wrong because I think we could hit it tonight. Zach says just stack USD irrelevant. You know, you understand that, but not everyone else does. Most people still measure in USD. So stacking little sats, it's going to be a big turnoff. Cheers, George. Love the videos every day. Appreciate that. Man, we're almost 10,000 people in there. 9,100. Woozy Maddox. If you're new here, George is real deal. I follow him through a bear market, and I'm making out good right now. DCA is live. Big up, Shores. Congrats, man, and thank you for that. Any news on Gala lawsuit? Not that I heard of. Is this filtering out? No, that one went through. I think because you're a member. Dan Z says, I'm up 10K with your help. Congratulations. See, everyone's making money left and right. Adolf Rodriguez. Is it Adolf? Adolfo? I'm up 17K at the moment. Hey, 17K is a lot. Congrats. Why is it some people can put their address and other people are getting filtered? I don't know why. I'll sell you a bottle of Johnny Walker's Director Cut for 4K. Let's do it. I have to see if I can get that. How was that? In Mexico City, in the bar, I saw a Macallan X. And I looked that up, and that was like a $10,000 bottle. I've never heard that one before. JS Squad family. I'm going to pop bottles when we make all-time highs. We're not that far off. Do you guys realize how close we are? We're at 56.5. We're not that far off from all-time high for Bitcoin. I mean, we're getting up there really fast. DMZ, DMAZ, Thank you. Michael says, see you in Orlando. You know, all of you guys, since you're all like super wealthy now, you guys should all buy a ticket and go to a TWC. You'll meet me, meet others, still planning for a good conference, getting a lot of panels and speakers, and it's Orlando, and you get to have some fun. So the link is in the description. Check it out. All right, I'm almost caught up here. Hold on. No, I'm not caught up. Almost 9,200 people watching. Simran, I'm going to hang out with you in Orlando. My mom's watching. You're the reason why she owns Bitcoin crypto. Can you shout out Nanny? Hi, Nanny. And congrats for getting into crypto. And congrats for raising a kid that understands and is in crypto. So you did an IRA rollover 20K to put in Bitcoin ETFs. Would you lump sum it in now when Bitcoin is 57, or would you DC? You know, that's an interesting question, because if you wait, we might be at 60K. So at some point, you just have to like go for it. But although I do think Bitcoin should settle down. I think it's going to settle down around this 57.8. I still think so. But we're extremely overbought in a lot of the shorter time scales. 1 hour we're overbought, 4 hour we're overbought, daily not quite there yet, but we're pretty much overbought. Weekly, not so. So we might retrace a little bit, Danny, but I don't think it's going to be a significant retrace. Retro Bill says, never doubted for a second. George kept a lot of us going. I'm really glad to hear that. It makes me feel really good that you guys are doing so well, right? Because even though my content is for entertainment purposes only and not ever financial advice, but all I want to do is help you guys understand, help you guys stay motivated and focus on the future. That's really it, right? Because in crypto winter, that's very hard to do. You see so many people turn bearish. Everyone's telling you to sell. There's still people that's still bearish because they're just projecting their bearishness out. I've learned over the years, I made many mistakes. You know what? This game is the greatest game on the planet. If you're going to make a boatload of money, there's no way to do it easier than simply by investing in crypto. It's really that simple. You bet on the fastest horse, especially in a bull market, and there is no faster horse in the race than crypto. It's not even close. What's your high probability call for Sol all-time high this range? What do you mean? Like when it'll hit all-time high or what? I think Sol will hit $1,000 by the end of this year. That's how bullish I am. I think it's going to hit $1,000 by the end of the year. Hopefully. Gon says, I'm up 30K with your help. Congratulations. Stone now says I'm up 100% from DCing. Look at all these testimonials from live viewers, right? I feel like one of those one of those preachers that does like miracles on stage. All these people, like they're making money left and right, and I'm really glad to hear it. Everyone's making money. That's what we want. That's what I want to see. I want to see everyone have Lambos by the end of this cycle, right? Or attain life-changing wealth and be able to break free from your 9-to-5 job, and then you could do that whatever the hell you want. Mark asks, still bullish on DFK. Doesn't move. Trust me, there's something big that's going to happen. Something huge that's going to happen soon. And I don't know why I said that, but yes. American Shogun, you've been one of the biggest factors with the life-changing wealth I'm currently seeing. I pray God bless you and the saints keep you. By the way, convert your ADA to AI projects. I don't have any ADA, so I'm good there. I'm good. BD90 says, up 40K, you're the man. You're the man. Thank you. Thank you. My portfolio is 3x currently. Man, you're up 300%, Arnell says. 300%. I have 4 bottles of Johnny Walker Director's Cut. Why do you have 4 bottles? Have you ever go drink those? I'm late. Why is everyone posting addresses? Well, there's the thing. I was gonna give away my I Am George Master of Cock NFTs, but most people are blocked. Like, I think only the mods and the members can post, so it wouldn't be fair. So I would say after this, post your Avalanche address in the comments, and I'll pick the first 10 if it shows up. I don't know why it's. I don't know why. Dude, you know, you guys should all go to TWC because, you know, I've been talking about how I'm going to do like contests and game show related content. I'm going to start at TWC, even though I'm going to help them throw one of the greatest conferences ever on the planet. I'm going to do a lot of like game show stuff, contests, and make really good content with it. You know, people love the IFC. It's a really entertaining, something new. I'm going to have a lot more entertaining stuff on CryptoZones Plus. It's going to blow people away. They don't realize it yet, you know. So I'm going to start at this conference. Make sure you guys are ready. Man, I'm almost done with this. That was like 3 shots. Got almost 9,300 people. Max says, I'm up 150K. If you're up 150K, that $5 super chat seems a little stingy. I'm just kidding. Congratulations. Congratulations. Saul says, you guys are making money at barely broke even. That sounds like Saul. Maybe you haven't been DCAing. All these guys, they're making money because they've been DCAing. Obviously, if you bought at top and you haven't DCA'd, you're not back to green yet, right? Because Bitcoin's not back to 69,000. But if you've been DCAing and you bought a lot on the way down, you'll be up. You should be up. Brent Carr says, up 50K on my ETH and Bitcoin. Would it help? Just waiting on my XRP. You may have to wait a long time for that XRP to catch up. But congratulations. Two new members, Timothy and C. Harris. Welcome. No, one upgraded, so welcome. Man. I should show you guys. I should show you guys my 45x on Bitcoin. It's doing pretty well. I'll just say that. I want to be your personal translator for your IFCs in Mexico. I don't think there will be any more IFCs in Mexico, but maybe. Old Nomad says, made enough for my AMG C63. That's a badass, sick car. Congratulations. Fifth Nail, new member. Welcome. Are you still buying Prisms? No. Cards don't interest me anymore. And they're, you know, Panini, they're done. They're supposed to transition to Fnatic soon. And they just start overprinting cards, so... Okay, I'm going to pour myself a little more. Man, I was really sick of drinking from my Mexico trip, and now you guys are forcing me to drink more. Cheers. Valentine Landscaping, welcome. Max, 10 memberships. Thank you for that. That's like 60 gifted memberships today, and we got like 10 people that bought. That's all fantastic. Fantastic stuff. In case you guys are tuning in late, you don't know what the hell's going on, know that there's a giant supply shock that's happening right now. ETFs are buying by the hundreds of millions per day. That's why we're seeing big pumps right now. And it's probably not going to stop. Grayscale selling started slowing down. And the FOMO's going to be wild. Watch tomorrow when Wall Street opens. Watch what kind of FOMO there is. It's going to be insane. That's the beauty of Bitcoin. It's 24/7. You know, with Wall Street, with the ETFs, you had to wait until it opens, right? Tomorrow, all these traders go FOMO in because their ETFs are closed. Had they bought Bitcoin, they could see the gains already. But tomorrow, they're going to have to FOMO in. And tomorrow's volume will be even bigger than today's. It's going to be enormous. What are your thoughts? Paulo says, what are your thoughts on Say? I like Say. I do. They're promising L1, priority 1. New member, welcome. Digibong says, I lost money with FTX Voyager BlockFi. Thanks for the motivation. Finally in the green. Look at that. With 3 Black Swan events, you held your head high. You didn't give up. You continued, and you made all of it back, and now you're even in the green. Congratulations. Man, Vortex, big $50 super chat. DL says, for your need, go to Ways to Well in Austin. Rogan and a lot of pro athletes go there. I thought Rogan goes to Tijuana to get stem cell injections. But George, BDC is a failed experiment, the Euro hack told us. Yeah, that's right. Don't listen to her. Jason says, and gave me a super chat, hey, George, I shorted Bitcoin today and lost 6K. Well, that's unfortunate. You didn't listen, but I appreciate the money. Don't short Bitcoin. If you want to long, you want to play leverage, go long, okay? But don't short Bitcoin. It's bad vibes, bad mojo, and you're going to get punished from the Bitcoin gods. Ed says, my sister would question me when I kept buying Bitcoin when it went to 16K. Now I'm up 70K. Congrats. And I bet your sister is feeling the FOMO. I bet soon, if she hasn't already, will ask you, should I DCA into Bitcoin? Did I hit 700K subs already? Rich, thanks for letting me know. Don't worry, 6K in a short is nothing. I've lost 6 digits on leverage trade before, okay? That's not a bragging thing, but I have lost that much, and it makes you feel like the biggest idiot on the planet. One thing that worries me, a Jim Cramer message. Jim Cramer, he's probably going to inverse again. Recently, again, he called Bitcoin saying, I think it's going to go down more. And guess what? Days later, it started going up. With my Cyber Beer, I actually have Cyber Beer too. Mark says, lost 70K to Voyager and back in the green thanks to DCA and George. Congrats. I mean, everyone's making so much money. You guys are awesome. You guys are really awesome. You listened, you paid attention, and now you're making bank. Graham says, YOLO and another 10K or DCA $200 a day. At these levels, maybe you should do $200 a day because we may retrace a little bit. Okay, I mean we've come up really fast, really quickly, so maybe. Eric, another new member. I mean, I have slow mode in chat turned on, and it's still flying right now. If I didn't have slow mode, it would be even faster. And Itty Bitty, another member, welcome. 4 Jan Dots, congrats, holding strong. You're the real one, thank you. I've always said this. I'm always bullish because I understand Bitcoin. I understand about money. And when you understand truly how the financial system works and how fiat works, there's no way you cannot be bullish on Bitcoin. So a lot of other channels, a lot of other influencers, what they do is they just go with the flow, and that's why they flip-flop between bearish and bullish and then bearish and bullish. They truly don't understand. They truly don't believe. They're just going with the flow. And it works sometimes during bull markets, but it's horrible during bear markets. Mark Scott says, thanks to George, my whole portfolio has 10x. That's crazy. You know what? Let's go do another 10x. What's your price prediction on Penguin? I don't really like Penguin. I like Trader Joe on Avalanche, not Penguin. Pocahontas worries me more than Kramer. None of her bills get passed, so I don't think there's any worries. She proposes 100 bills and maybe one gets passed. You think Jim Cramer secretly has piles of Bitcoin? I don't know. I like to think he's a smart guy, and if he's a smart guy, he would. But he thinks like a retail investor. He flips off so much, so maybe he just keeps selling what he has. I don't know. Joey Weiss says, I managed to put in double my salary during the bear, and I have made 110% my salary in paper gains this year. 300% since 1 year ago. That's crazy. That is crazy. Congratulations. Graham, YOLO another 10K or DCA 200. I answered that question, and I think maybe you should $200 a day. Johnny says, every time I leave the US BTC pumps, congrats. Yeah, I know you. I remember you sold your M3, and you put that in Bitcoin, and now you made more. You could buy 2 M3s or 3 M3s now, so congrats. Tiger Meg, welcome. Can I send you some big ice for your drinks? No, you don't need to do that. Donnie, I'm balls deep in Chainlink. Where do you see Link by the end of the year? I'm very bullish on Link. I changed my mind on Link. Usually they're pretty boring, but they have been doing very well. By the end of the year, $200. I think that could happen. Chetan Patel, thank you. Awesome. Austin says, congrats on 700K. Thank you. Hopefully I hit 1 million. So subs by the end of this run. Just give us the next leverage trade. You know, I'm a real degen when it comes to leverage. I play the momentum very, very, very closely. I throw a lot of trades. But these days I play more like just Bitcoin and Ethereum. But I used to throw a lot on Solana and Injective and so forth. And AI plays like Singularity and stuff. I'm huge on Cody too. Heath says, big super chat, making killer money. Also for reference, Pappy, year 23, is on most bourbon drink bucket list. Is very expensive because it's very hard to find. If you want to try, I could hook you up with the guy out of San Fran. I could get his hands on a bottle. Maybe. You know, to be honest, I don't drink a lot at home. I drink when I go out, not so much at home. But I may be buying a bottle of that. Did my previous message ask about Theta Pop? Yes. but I don't know too much about it. I'll try to cover it tomorrow, but I think they're getting into AI. I think my guy sent me something about data, but I decided to just cover Bitcoin. I think they announced some AI thing. That's why. By the way, if you're wondering, Bitcoin is at 1.1 trillion. It's getting very, very close to Meta and silver. Once we crack 60K, Bitcoin will be worth more than silver in market cap. And that's only the beginning. Do you think more Nvidia pumps, the more Bitcoin pumps? I think the two have no correlation whatsoever. Heading to Vegas this weekend, so we'll likely lose all crypto gains. Then maybe you should not bet so much. When taking profits, do you take a percentage of cash value or percentage of coins? Percentage of cash value. That's what I'd like to look at. Bitcoin will sit behind gold this cycle. Man, that would be crazy. Yeah. Bitcoin could go up like 5x from its current level. So that would give it like a 5 trillion market cap. So it won't surpass gold this cycle. But next cycle, it probably will. Yeah, it'll be number 2. It'll be number 2. Target after 50. Caught IFC while I was in Dubai. Best time spent while in the hotel. Still can't believe Altcoin Daily got told off. No, that was a fun point. And then, of course, the fight. I mean, Ben did really well. Everyone did really well. It was a shocker. People love the fight. I'm going to help them continue to grow, help Karate Combat grow, help IFC grow. I'm going to talk to them tomorrow. But I'm aiming for bigger, badder, and better, right? Looking for all the top influencers, not just in the crypto space, everywhere. And I really want to blow it up. And on top of that, I'm going to do all these other contest-related, game show-related videos. I may be hiring someone else, one of my best friends, to come on board to do that and help me do that. There will be so much. I have so many ideas. I want to blow up Cryptos Are Us and Cryptos Are Us Plus. And then you'll see everyone is going to copy because I set the trend. I really do, and then everyone else copies. But it'll be too late then. East Bay J, been watching since last bull. Congrats on 700K. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate your support. Natasha says, love you, George. You kept me warm this past winter. Thank you. Look at Daniel. Thanks to your advice, I bought at 19.5K and I am focused on life-changing wealth. Congrats. You're up like 300%. 400%. Not 400, 300 something percent. Congratulations. Empower Cert animated videos. Thank you. I bought Bitcoin at $17. How many percent am I up? I don't know, man. Just because I'm Asian, I can't do Asian math like that. But you're up hundreds of thousands of percent, I'm assuming. Inner Peace. I stopped watching all their YouTube channels, only watch Positive George now. Thank you. I appreciate that. Mari, I appreciate that. My dad does boxing and has trained for years. Well, I need influencers. I need influencer project leader. People that have a lot of influence, right? So unless your dad has a huge channel, It's not impossible, but I'm looking for people that have huge influence. Vortex says, I forgot to say cheers. Cheers to you. Cheers to you. Your gains is approximately 341,064%. See, I was right. I said hundreds of thousands. I didn't say millions. My Asian math does work. All right, guys. I'm getting a little too drunk, too red. Bitcoin is going up. There's a big supply shock factor going on right now. Right now. And it's not going to stop. The FOMO will continue. The supply will diminish. And we're moving at a record pace versus previous cycles. So those of you guys that have stayed with me, have DCA'd, and continue to do so, you guys are going to be making some crazy life-changing wealth by the end of this cycle. Congratulations. For those of you guys that are new, it's never too late to start. This may be the last cycle that you have a chance to load up on a significant amount of Bitcoin or Ethereum or any other crypto for that matter. So, smash it a like, subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Let's see where Bitcoin is tomorrow. Will we be at 57.8 already? Could we possibly be by the end of tomorrow $60,000? That's less than 10%. That's just like another 7%. That may happen. That may happen. All right, guys, have a good one. Last few comments. Can I do an episode on Ledger and how to use? I have it. I have a video. I used to, but maybe not. 2 more members, and VMC Tech says, visit UK, make an event here. I may do so. Vulcan has it. Vulcan has a Vulcan 4. I may do something with them. All right, guys, have a good one. Oh, I got an important message to show you guys. Take a look at this.
What do you think about Ripple?
Well, I mean, I think it's too centralized, but I definitely want to meet Chris Larson.